All right, everyone, welcome to your advanced arm strengthening workout. I am so happy to have you here. The only thing that you're gonna need for today's video is a nice, solid, stable chair to sit in. You don't need any weights for this video, but I am gonna be wearing some wrist cuff weights today. These are from TheraBand and they're 1 pound. So you can add some weights in if you want a little bit more of a challenge, but you start where you are. This video is best for survivors who have at least 90 degrees of movement, meaning you can raise your arm up to shoulder height without pain. We're gonna start with a quick warm up and we will end with a cool down. So let's get to work. We're gonna start right into our warm up and we're just gonna gently ease into this with some nice shoulder rolls. So we're rolling our shoulders forward. We're waking up our muscles and telling them to get ready. It's really important to warm up our muscles because we don't want to be working out with muscles that aren't ready. We risk injury when that's the case. So nice, slow movements. We're going to stop here and we're going to start bringing our shoulders backwards. Good. So let me tell you a little bit about how today's workout's going to go. I've got a total of 6 exercises for you today. We're gonna go through 2 sets of 30 seconds for each exercise. We'll have a 15-second rest break in between each exercise. We'll go through the first set, take a 30-second rest break, and then go through the second set. So those rest breaks are time for you to get a sip of water, so make sure you have some of that nearby, or to catch your breath. We're gonna finish off our warm-up by just opening up our shoulders and chest and bringing our arms forward. One more time. Chest open and bringing arms forward. Nice job. So we're gonna get into our first exercise. We're gonna spread our wings. This is shoulder abduction, raising our arms to shoulder height and down. 30 seconds is now. Here we go. Bringing arms up to about 90 degrees. You don't have to go up and over your head for this to be really beneficial. In fact, it may be safer just to go up to 90 degrees. We are really working on our deltoids, our upper trapezius. We're working on some good muscle groups around our shoulder as we do this exercise. All right, guess what? That was first 30 seconds. We have a nice rest here. So do a little shimmy if you need to. You're doing great. Wonderful job. Big breath. And we have our next exercise here. We're gonna be focused on forward raises, meaning that we're gonna focus on shoulder flexion, bringing our arms up to the front, thumbs pointed up. Ready? 30 seconds starts now. Here we go. Doing good. Again, we're really focusing in on our shoulder muscles, all those muscles that keep our arms really strong and able to lift up in front of us. We're taking these movements nice and slow, both on the way up and the way down. You don't really want to rush through these. This is not a rush through kind of exercise program. And guess what? We're done with our first 30 seconds there. So take a little moment for movement. Shake it out. Big breath. Good. And our next exercise is going to be focused on rotation. Our arms are going to come in by our side, elbows tucked in. We're going to open the door and shut the door by bringing our forearms out and in. 30 seconds is on. Here we go. Arms come in and out. Great job. Now again, I say this all the time, but if you feel any level of pain with this that's outside of muscle soreness, I want you to stop. We do not want any injuries happening. We want to respect pain, right? I like this exercise. It's a really gentle exercise that you can use for strengthening your rotator cuff muscles. And that was it. You have 15 seconds here. Let's just breathe and relax. You're doing great. Good job. And guess what? We're moving on to the next one. I'm sure you're familiar with bicep curls. It's where we're raising our arms up and then straightening our elbows down. 30 seconds on the clock. Arms up and down. Very nice. Good. Biceps are a really important muscle group, and we also are working out another muscle that actually goes down into our forearm with this exercise as well. So we hit a couple different muscles with this one. Good. Biceps help us carry things. They're very important. Again, we're moving nice and slow. We're not letting our arms drop, right? Good job. That was the end of that 30 seconds. We're taking a 15-second break here. Grab your water if you need it. I'm gonna have a sip. Good job. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move to our next one, tricep extensions. You're gonna bring your arms up to about 90 degrees, your shoulders, bend your elbows, and then straighten them out. We're on 30 seconds, here we go. So we're straightening. Now you can also do this out to the side. You determine what feels most comfortable to you. I'm gonna come right here, straighten, and then I'm squeezing my triceps, which are the muscles on the back of my upper arm. Woo! As I'm doing this one. So a nice big squeeze at the end to really get a good workout here. You're doing great. Keep up, you're doing wonderful. All right, guess what? 15-second break here. We're taking a nice little breather. Get your sip of water if you need it. And if you feel like this is moving too quickly, you can always pause the video, go a little longer, take a longer break. All right, we're into our 6th exercise. Can you believe it? We're gonna be getting into cross body punches. 30 seconds starts now. Arm comes across your body, and we're alternating one arm at a time. This is so good. This is one of my favorite exercises because it not only works on our aerobic conditioning, meaning how our heart is pumping blood through the body. It might increase our heart rate. It might increase how fast we're breathing. So with this one especially, make sure you're taking nice big breaths. And whoa, there we go. Can you believe we're already done with our first set? Holy cannoli. Now listen, I want you all to go at your own pace. You know, this is not a race. It's not about who's gonna get to the finish line first. So if you have to pause the video, if you need a longer rest break, that's okay. Move at your own pace because we're all starting somewhere, right? So this was a nice 30-second break, but we've got another set to do. So we are going to get into our spreading our wings again. Shoulder abduction, raising our arms out to the side, up to 90 degrees. We've got 30 seconds here. Now, you may be starting to feel that tiredness in your arms, and that's okay. As long as we're pain-free, that's okay. Tiredness is okay. A little bit of muscle soreness is okay. That means that those muscles are working, right? You're doing a wonderful job. We're continuing to move slowly and intentionally, right? Good. All right, you've earned a 15-second rest break here. I know this second set's gonna be a little bit harder, but I want you to hang with me. I know that you can do it. If you had weights on before or were using weights and it's becoming a little too much, set them to the side. We've got our second exercise here, second set of our second exercise, forward raise, raising our arms up to the front and down. 30 seconds, here we go. Arms up and down. And with this one, you're gonna try your best to keep your arms as straight as you can. If you have some high muscle tone and spasticity that's kicking in and you've got kind of a bent elbow, you know what? That's okay. Or if your arm wants to kind of come in like this, that's a-okay. We're starting with where you are right now. And you can still do this. You're doing great, just a few seconds. And I'm gonna finish that one, but we've got 15 seconds on the clock to breathe. Grab a drink. Good job, here we go. We're on to shoulder rotation. Our elbows are gonna come in at our side, and that's really important for this one. You're gonna open the door by moving your forearms out and in. We already started our 30 seconds. And out and in. Good job. Like I mentioned before, this exercise is a really nice, gentle way to start up your, or work on your rotator cuff, excuse me. My timer is about to go dark. Starting that up again. There we go. Good. Very nice. Take 15 seconds here. Get a nice breather. I'm gonna get another sip of water, I think. You're doing wonderful. We just have 3 more to go. Next one is bicep curls. Again, we're moving slowly. We're moving very intentionally, both moving up and down. 30 seconds is on the clock here. Up, down. Good. We get just as much benefit when we bend our elbows as when we straighten them. When we're doing this slowly, we get a good workout on both movements, which is why it's so important not to let your arm just fall down, okay? Try your best to keep it controlled. And you have a 15-second rest break here. You're doing wonderful. And guess what? We only have 2 more exercises to go. I know this is when it's starting to get really hard, but I believe in you. You can do this. Okay, second to last one. We've got tricep extensions. So arms are either out in front of you or out to the side, whatever feels more comfortable. We're bending forward. 30 seconds on the clock. Bending our elbows and then straightening them with a nice squeeze at the end with the muscles on the back of our upper arm. Triceps are so important. They help us move from sitting to standing. They give us that boost when we push up. They are so, so important. And again, moving slowly, intentionally. All right, 15-second rest break, and then we have our last exercise and a short cool down for you. You are doing so good. I am so proud of you. You are hanging in there. You're doing it. Guess what? We've got this last exercise, my favorite, cross body punches. So we're taking and punching across our body. Ready? 30 seconds on the clock. And punch. Good. This exercise is so good. Like I mentioned before, we're not only working on endurance, getting that heart pumping a little bit. We're strengthening, we're punching out, we're working on movement. We're getting a little bit of balance with this one as well. And we're working on crossing our midline, which is really important. You're doing great. Last second. And rest. Wonderful job, wonderful job. We are here at the cool down. So all I want you to do for the first little bit, we're just gonna stop and take some nice deep breaths. Ready? Here we go. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Take 2 more. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 1 more. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Very nice. I want to end. I want to just take and open up your chest here. Bring your arms back, head up, chin up. Big breath, and then bring your arms forward. Relax. I want to do this one more time. Bring your arms back. You're opening up your chest, your shoulders. You are feeling good. And then you are bringing your arms back to the front. Good. Gonna just do some of those nice shoulder circles again. Work it out. Very nice. Oh, bring those shoulders up to your ears. Ooh, and press them down like you're going down towards the floor. Good. Now I want you to close your eyes and just take a moment. Keep some deep breathing going and just recognize that you are so capable. You are an amazing human being. You can do this, and you are proving to yourself that you can do this. Take a deep breath in And with your out breath, just say, I am capable. I am amazing. I can do this. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.